The Nigeria Labour Congress NLC has declared a nationwide protest for December 17 over what it says is the degenerating security situation across the country. In a notice issued to all state councils after its National Executive Committee meeting, the Labour group condemned the rampant activities of bandits and kidnappers across the country. It singled out the November 17 abduction of female students from a boarding school in Kebbi State who have been recovered, while the NLC expressed outrage over the withdrawal of security personnel from the school shortly before the incident, describing it as a dastardly and criminal act that demands immediate investigation and prosecution. Well, for more on the Nigeria Labour Congress declared nationwide protests slated for December 17 over what it describes as degenerating security situation across the country. I'm now joined by Joe Ajaero. He's the NLC president. He is on the phone from Gombe State. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Joe Ajaero, on Newsnight tonight. First off, why really are you calling for this nationwide protest? You do appreciate the fact that this president, on the issue of security, has declared a state of emergency. He's gone ahead to rejig his security architecture, changing service chiefs. He's also changed his Minister of Defense. Don't you think that shows that this government appreciates the need to do something urgently in the area of security?
Well, doing something urgently, does it translate to just change of service chiefs and rejigging the security apparatus? Or has situation changed? I think we should be real in discussing issues like this. That the minister has been removed, that chief of army staff has been removed, does not mean that we don't have incidences of kidnap and banditry and all manner of things. We prefer to have solution to all those problems than even change of guards. Change of guards is just, a theoretical piece. We want to see results.
See results, but beyond calling for a protest, what options in terms of recommendations or solutions is even the NLC putting on the table that this government can actually work with?
Well, we have stopped putting the options on the pages of newspaper. We wrote Mr. President since June to provide options on taxation, on a strike in the tertiary institution, on strike in the education sector and other areas. And up to now, no acknowledgement of the letters. So where are we going to put our demand on if it's not on the table?
Right. And there are a number of other issues apart from insecurity and the state of tertiary education in Nigeria that you're protesting against, or protesting for, if you like. What exactly are these issues, and how do you think government should go about resolving them?
Well, first and foremost, we should respect the sanctity of agreement. Most of these actions, either with Johesu, those in the health sector, or academic tertiary institutions, has to do with agreements, some of them over 10 years, that have not been honored. And we think that if there is any agency, anybody, any institution that should disobey agreements, it shouldn't be the government, who in most instances serve as both employers and regulators. So if they begin to serve as employers and regulators and continue to violate agreements, then where lies the ordinary man? What example are they giving people in the informal sector or even in the private sector? So it shouldn't be the case. So I think there is need for change of mind. In the academics, in the tertiary institution, whether it is SANU, NAT, NASU, ASU, the problem is myriad. And I think we should follow them, we should focus on them seriously. And even that of the health sector. Now, if you take away the health sector, take away the tertiary institutions, it is affecting the fabric of the nation. So we felt that government should address this ones urgently, and urgently too. The issue of taxation and many other issues, that will have just take away what they give with left hand, they take it from the right hand. So those are some of the issues we are calling for them to, address urgently. Or since we couldn't get audience, we have to protest for them to,
And you've decided to go on this protest. What exactly do you hope to achieve with the nationwide protest, and how long do you plan to carry out this protest? Is it just December 17 or what?
December 17th will be the first day of the action, and it will send a signal. How it is responded to will determine the follow-up actions. I think that's what we want to know, whether it's just a one-off thing. December 17th, we're going to make a point. We're going to send a message to Nigerians, to the international community, to bandits themselves, and to those in authority, and the sponsors of this insecurity. So when we protest that day nationwide, all of them will get the message that never again, and that Nigerians are suffering because government is not paying anybody insecurity allowance. They're not. The governors are getting security vote. They're not. And workers that are being kidnapped and some being demanded, nobody knows how they're going out from it. Workers that are being killed, even in the case of Kebbi, even if we have recovered the students, some teachers were killed. So all these things will demand immediate address to them, or else it continues to degenerate.
I have to say thank you very much. Mr. Joe Ajaero is the president of the Nigeria Labour Congress on the planned nationwide protest to call government's attention to many issues from insecurity to the state of tertiary institutions in Nigeria.